Bonus video training. How to generate your end of the year tax report forms from Amazon. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to go through and find two different reports. The first one is going to be your tax report, your 1099 that you're going to receive from Amazon at the end of the year. So you can go through and report your taxes correctly in your home country. And the other report I'm going to show you is a more detailed report, which shows you all the different expenses that you want to include in addition to the 1099. So in Seller Central, that's where I'm at right now, you want to hover over Reports and click on the last one, which says Tax Document Library. Now, if you don't have this yet, you might not have it until you actually get something for that. We're going to click on Tax Document Library, and it's going to take you here to the Tax Document Library. Now, if you do have this option, obviously down here you're not going to have any forms display for you yet. As you see, I'm showing I have forms from the tax year 2011 all the way through tax year 2014, and then you would come over here and you can download the PDF version of that and print it off. It's going to ask you for a password, and the password is going to be what is displayed up here to open that document. Now, that 1099 is just like any other 1099 form that you've gotten before in the past, and it says, you know, the amount of money that Amazon says that you've gotten paid. But the key thing to know is that is not what you actually received. So if you just use your 1099 form and claim that on your taxes, then you're going to be missing out on all the expenses that Amazon charged you. So that's why I wanted to show you this video, not only to find this form, but how to get the next one as well. Alright, so to get the second report that you're going to need, I'm going to show you how to do that. From your Seller Central account, you're going to want to hover over Reports. This time you're going to click on the first one, which says Payments. And that's going to take you to the payment page here, and if you have money scheduled to be transferred, it'll say it in there, and it has every time down here it'll have your 2-week period that what Amazon is paying you and what the balance is currently that they owe you. What I want you to do here though is click on Date Range Reports, and under Date Range Reports you want to click on where it says Generate a Report. And it's going to give you some information here that you want to make sure you're selecting. First of all, for this report, we want to have a summary. We don't need all the transactions, we just need the summary. And you would actually then do a custom summarized report, and you would want to do the dates of the year. So if we were doing the whole year for 2015, we would do the 1st, obviously, of January 2015, and then we would go ahead and click on December 31st. Of 2015, and that would be the entire tax year for this report. It would have the summarization of all charges. So then you just go ahead and you can make this a recurring report. So every year it's going to do that for you, but I just come in here customly and do it myself and click on Generate, and then Amazon's going to generate that form for you. So again, you know, we're just in the middle of the year here, but I can actually go through and do one for last year, and that would be all of my information, and I just have to go back here and change it. So I can change this to 2014 and change this to December 31st of 2014, and then click on Generate, and then Amazon's going to generate the report for last year for me. It says report generation has started. The report will be available soon. So then click OK, and then you'll see here at the top the custom summary report from January 1st, 2014 to December 31st, 2014. And I just requested this. Today is June 6th, and it's in progress right now. So you can go ahead and wait for Amazon to do this for you, and you can just basically refresh until it shows. I'm going to pause the video until we have this form, and then I'm going to show you exactly what is in the form. Alright, so it took about 5 minutes. You'll see now it says the action says download, so I can go ahead and click on download, and it's going to ask me to save this form. You want to make sure you save this for your tax documents, and then I'll just show you what it is here after I'll save it, and I'll open it up here. Alright, so I've gone ahead and opened this PDF that downloaded from Amazon here, and you see it says account activity from January 1st, 2014 through December 31st, 2014. So this is the report that I actually printed out for our accountant, and it has the income totals, expenses, sales tax that was paid, and also transfers that were done. Now the transfers that were done is actually the amount that was paid directly to our bank account. Now I want to share with you something. I'm not going to actually say the actual numbers that are on here, but the 1099 form that I printed out from Amazon compared to what it says here for the transfer is about $600,000 difference. That it was, if I would have done just the 1099 form, I would have been paying a lot more in taxes than what actually I was paid, because on the 1099 form doesn't account for the actual income, and after all these things were taken, the expenses, the product sales, how much it costs for refunds, all that stuff is worked into this form. So let me scroll down here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So even though I have these figures blocked out here so you can't see that, you'll see the different things that are on the income and expense report sheet here. And all these things, add up to be a lot of different money, expenses that Amazon's taking out, refunds that's not being accounted for in that 1099 form, transaction fees, storage fees, all that stuff is listed onto this form. Now, we made obviously quite a bit of profit in 2014, but if this was not given to our CPA or whoever's doing our taxes for us, if we're doing our own taxes, it wouldn't have been documented correctly, and we would have paid a lot more in taxes if we just went off that 1099 form. So I wanted to make sure that you guys knew exactly at the end of the year where to go through and access not only your 1099 form, but also here to generate this report, so you can actually then take off for all the expenses that is being charged by Amazon, and then you can account for it correctly and then pay tax on what you're supposed to pay tax on and not overpay. So I hope that helps you when it is time to do taxes, so you know how to now go get those two forms that you'll need to pay your taxes and to document all correctly. Thank you very much, and we'll talk again soon.